Professor Steve Keen, now when we talk about unemployment rates increasing all across the world and we see what's happening right now, is it going to get much, much worse before it gets better?
Yes, it will. We're only seeing the very direct impacts in some ways in the first 3 or 4 weeks of lockdown in America, for example. And the increase in unemployment in that 4 weeks was an additional 33 million people. Now, even that's underreported because the recorded number of increase in unemployment in the 14% rate of unemployment reported just a couple of days ago was about 22 million. They therefore counted about 10 million people as no longer in the workforce. Which is the sort of distortion that's actually built into the unemployment statistics. But of course, we're going to see the flow-through effects now. They may be attenuated by, in particular the case of America, the, I think, very premature decision to reopen commerce. But my feeling is we're going to see unemployment go from the recorded 14% to probably recorded 20% and a real-world level of about 30% for the United States.
Right, and this seems to be a thing that is not just unique to the United States. In India, there's almost 120 million workers out of work. In Pakistan, it's estimated that we're going to have 18 million job losses. And these are just all the ones that are recorded in the formal economy. Now, to try to absorb this information and try to break it down and understand the implications of lives in the future, about how our society will operate in the future, it seems like an enormous task. But help take us through it. What are some of the worst case scenarios that are feared to happen, especially with these losses in jobs?
Well, one of the big tragedies, particularly in the OECD nations, more so than in developed economies, is the level of private debt is the highest in the history of Western capitalism. And with those high levels of debt, most workers only have enough money in their bank accounts to pay that month's mortgage or that month's rent. So if they're in lockdown for more than a month, unless the government generates